good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everyone doing this fantastic, this lovely, this beautiful Wednesday morning here in Team Effort Network? Another wonderful, incredible day. This is going to be indeed. I'm not sure if many of you have seen the email that has gone out from corporate, but guess what? Family, the fire continues to burn, the passion continues to grow, the excitement is still in the atmosphere. Guess what, family? October Jumpstart Call is tonight with none other than Mr. Mel Gill. That's right. Tonight. 5 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. A call from our very own CEO, Mr. Mel Gill. Get your guests, get your friends, get your family on the call tonight. If they missed this weekend at the big event, get them on the call tonight. If you were there at the big event, get yourself on that call tonight. Because you know Mr. Gill is still on fire. Well, welcome, family. You down into the Team Effort Lifestyle Call. This is your host, Pastor Denise McDowell, along with my business partner, Pastor Del Wafer. The line is open. Introduce yourself. Where are you calling us from? Good morning. Introduce yourself. Where are you calling us from?
Millionaire Training, Sheila Delamain, Duffy, Atlanta, Maryland.
All right, Miss Sheila, Miss Duffy, your first one on the call this morning, girl. You up bright and early. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Couldn't be any better.
I know that's right. Well, keep it coming, family. What's with us this morning?
Pastor J.
Hi, Pastor J. How are you, sir?
Excellent. Thank you. You?
I am doing fantastic. Good to have you here with us this morning.
Who else
is with us this morning? Go right ahead and introduce yourself.
Jesse Bowden.
Jesse. Hey, Jesse. Guess what, Jesse? What's the day, Jesse? What's the day, man? Jesse, what's the day? What?
It's payday. The day is payday.
Oh, every Wednesday forever. One thing you can bank on with Team Effort International, payday will be every Wednesday from all different items. Can you get that every Wednesday nonstop, just like it's been for the last 12 years? What is today's family? Let's hear. What is today?
Payday!
Yes, it is. Woo! Congratulations to those who go out there and share the business and you have added to your income this week. Congratulations. Give yourself a hand. Well done. Well, come on, family. Let's with us this morning. Introduce yourself. Where are you calling from?
Dr. Winter.
Hello, Mr. Winter. How are you?
Doing great.
All right,
Magnificent day.
This is Bobby and Terry from North Carolina.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Bobby. Hey, Terry from North Carolina. Welcome.
Yes. Greetings, Dr. Vincent.
Oh, it's Dr. Vincent?
Yes, Father Dr. Vincent of Team Elite.
All right, Team Malik. We were looking forward to Malik teaching us some dance steps at the big event. We got to catch him in Las Vegas now. Welcome. Keep it coming, family. What's this morning, all right?
Evelyn from
New York. New York is in the house. Welcome, family. Keep it coming.
DC in the house. Robert Smith. Payday.
Robert. Payday, that's right, Robert. Don't be shy about it. Robert.
Payday, yes.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to get payday today. I told the fire back today. I got a double payday.
Woo! I know that feels good.
Yes.
All right, Sally, keep it coming. Who was with us this morning? I'm going to mute out.
Ohio. Dr. Vincent.
Ohio's in house. Dr. Vincent, how are you, sir?
Fine. How you doing up, Pastor?
Hey, Dr. Vincent, can we say congratulations to you now? You were team players, a recipient at the big event Saturday. We called out your name. You received the Team Players Award. So can everyone say congratulations to Dr. Benson right now. He didn't make sure that he got caught up in Chicago at that airport that shut down. So would everyone please tell Dr. Benson, congratulations, Dr. Benson.
Congratulations.
Dr. Benson also received his key. He was called up as an LCQ qualifier. I just think, I want to say it again. I may have said it too fast. So Dr. Benson and Malik and a few of his team players got caught up at the Chicago airport. As you heard about the incident, someone set their cell phone fire at the airport, and they shut the airport down, and Dr. Benson, Malik, and the team could not get to the event. So Dr. Benson, you were missed. Your name was called out, and congratulations. Okay, sir?
Thank you. And Pastor Denise, I was excited how Ann and Malik wanted to get there. Even Malik offered to drive me there.
Oh, wow.
On Friday. I said, Malik, I got some great folks around me, Pastor Denise, and so do you, some great people. He offered to drive me there. I said, Malik,
wow.
That's 30, 40 hours. And they wanted to get there because what? You know Ann Williams yet, you know Malik that well yet, but these are 10-star people in 3 or 4 years in this business.
Wow.
These are two of my aces. My third ace right now are the Brazils. But we have a Pastor Moonlight that's going to be an ace. And the Kitchens going to be, we have a lot of aces, you know that? And I'll share with folks, I don't got 4 aces. I have a royal flush. Royal flush.
Yeah.
The conference is now in presentation mode. Your line is muted.
So, Pastor, you got to come and tell me what a royal flush is. Or those who go around and make, what's a royal flush? Come there. Pastor Bill, are you there this morning?
I'm here. How you doing?
I said, yeah, Dr. Bill said he has a royal flush. What is that, Pastor Bill?
Well, sounds like you got a winning hand.
Wow, that was nice. His team members wanted to drive him all the way from Chicago. Now, see, that's why you got a team player at the board. That's a team player right there. But look, Pastor Dale, before we go any further, before we bring in our guest, we are excited because we have the Rocktober Jump Start Call tonight. I know Mr. Gill is still on fire from this weekend. So, guys, y'all got to be on the call tonight. You got to be on the call tonight. It starts at 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our Rocktober Jump Start Call with CEO and co-founder Mel and Amy Gill. Got to be there tonight. Okay, Pastor Gill, go ahead. What you have for us today before we bring on our guest speaker?
Well, you definitely want to get on that Rocktober call. You got some great incentives out there. And you can imagine coming off of a major event like the East Coast Regional, Mel must be still on fire. You know, those of you who weren't here, he literally spoke over 2.5 hours at the East Coast Regional. He was so on fire. So you're going to get a lot of that from this weekend on this call tonight. And so you want to make sure that you're on that call. There's always something exciting. And, you know, every time I hear Mel and Amy present, I always learn something new. I'm always stretched and challenged to go even further and faster. So I want to definitely make sure that you guys are on the CEO call tonight. It's going to be amazing. And we look forward to hearing what he has to say. But we have a great call today. This gentleman, you know, has been on the call a number of times before, and, you know, he's done so much to keep the team together with communications and things of that nature. But, you know, he had a roundabout way of getting here, Master D, to the East Coast Regional. You know, most people just fly right in, but, you know, he flew to another state and drove from that state to this state and drove back to that state and took a flight out from that state back home. I don't think he got home for probably Tuesday. But he had a roundabout way. But you know what? He said he had an exciting time, an exciting trip along the way. So we're so excited to welcome Mr. Terry Whitener all the way from Chino Hills, California. Terry, are you with us today?
Yes, I am. Welcome to the future.
Well, man, sounds like you've been with Kevin Vaughn too long.
Oh, yes.
Oh man, what a trip! I just had to share this with you because, man, it was so exciting. And even coming home was great, and I made some contacts and everything. But when you take a flight somewhere, you just get on the plane and you fly there, and you've got who's sitting next to you, either one side or the other, or just around you right there. And sometimes there's an opportunity to talk. Sometimes they don't want to talk. They just, doing their own thing. And then you get to the event and you go to the hotel and then you check in and then you meet up with everybody and, it starts from there. But when I flew into Atlanta and Kevin Vaughn came and picked me up, and then we had to go pick up Chris, because he was joining us in the morning. And we got back to Kevin's house probably about midnight, somewhere around there. And we, set up what we're going to do, and Kevin was busy trying to get his presentation ready. Bless his soul, man. I mean, he put a lot of work into that. And we're all sitting around and getting tired and laid out our sleeping arrangements, and they were still up, and about 12:30, 12:45, I lay down and went to sleep. I was out. And then at 3 o'clock, we got up and got ready to go, and we left by 5:30 once we got everybody, together, and then started driving up to D.C. And I want to tell you, on that was Chris Day. He was brand new, hadn't joined yet, but he was looking at it and interested, and he's a personal trainer. And Bobby was on it, and my names are going out now. I believe Karen was in there, and we're all riding up. And Chris, the night before, was talking about blood types, of the different blood types and what you should be eating and not eating based on your blood type, because how the body operates. And I go, wow, that is fantastic. And, of course, he was talking about training and everything. And with that in mind, this morning I got up at 5:30. I did my push-ups like I did yesterday based on what Chris was saying. Not a lot, but a few. And I did them in the afternoon. I already sprayed. I am recording right now my online trading class that started today. I forgot about that. And I'm on the call. I'm recording it. I'm just full of energy right now that without these sprays, there's no way I could have done all of that, okay? So anyhow, we're driving up there, and Chris is talking about all these different things. And I go, we got to get this on video. But it was like 5 o'clock in the morning, and it's dark outside, and there was no light in the van. So I didn't do much going up. But coming back, I got him on video as well as the other people in the van, and did an interview with him, and I posted that one already on the web there, and that was really good. But this man, he's now joining 10. And he's got a wealth of information that's going to help us all not only be wealthy, but to be healthier and in better shape. And so I've already started doing a few exercises, and he's got more tips that he can give us. And we got to get him to go into more detail on this blood, type blood stuff, because it's really, really interesting. And he's really studied and graduated and got all this information. So we're just going to pick his brain to be healthier. And what he was saying basically is with the sprays, with the Slim especially, and you start incorporating just a little bit of this, walking a little bit, just a few little exercises, you're going to get so much more out of what you're doing. If you thought you lost 10 pounds, maybe you're going to lose 15 or 20 pounds quicker and easier just by doing little things. So that was cool. I don't get that on a plane just flying directly. Okay, so I was extremely happy to be there and being around Kevin. I mean, we drove all day. we were scheduled to get in early before the 7 o'clock meeting, but things kept happening and traffic built up as we got closer to the location. And we just got there right at 7. And I just got this new camera that records video and photos, an Nikon. And I just got it the day before, so I was still getting familiar with it. Got into the meeting, the greet and meet that you guys put on, which was absolutely fantastic. Plugged in my external microphone, started filming, and it was off the chart, right? And then I looked down and I go, where's the audio? And I go, oh, I got the external mic turned in. I got to turn it on. So that's when I turned it on, and that's what you saw yesterday on the post was at the moment that I realized I had no audio. So, but it was a great meeting and great to meet everybody. But it's just so exciting, you know. And I wish there was a way. We need a week. I mean, one day just does not get it. I'm so sorry I didn't get to meet everybody personally. I didn't get to, you know, take all the pictures or do all the interviews that I would like to have done, because there's some fantastic testimonials out there that we hear every day, and they were there live, you know, and I just didn't have the opportunity to get to them. But in Vegas, my partner lives up, my business partner lives in Las Vegas, so I'll be going up there a couple of days earlier and staying over a couple of days. So if we can arrange things and get people there a day earlier or whatever, I would love to do some videos with whoever is there, testimonials or whatever we can do, and the same thing the day after, because there's just not enough time at the event. I mean, you know, you're setting up the event, you're getting ready for the event, and you want to go meet people, but you don't have time, you know. And then the event gets started, and then it's an all-day thing that, wow, you're just going and going and going. You break for lunch, and then you come back, and you're excited. And by the evening time, if you have energy left, you know, you're going to get something to eat, but now it's a smaller crowd, you know. And so you lose a lot of that. But I'm telling you, getting to the event was just fantastic. If I hadn't have gone, I wouldn't have met Chris. I wouldn't have got the information that he had. I wouldn't have got all the other information. I mean, that the story with Mel on the 4 aces, that was just off the chart. And I hope to have that up later on today or tomorrow, sometime this week. I'll start posting some of the videos from there. But the video doesn't do it justice. I mean, when you're there and you can feel him throwing them cards and see, you know, up close the actions of him and his eyes. And, man, the testimonials, when they were getting the team player award, I was so happy that I was one of the first ones to receive the award, because had I have been up on the stage with that group of people, I'd have been like L.A. when by the time it got to me, I wouldn't have known what to say. I mean, it was off the chart. The testimonials that they were giving and what they do. Cassie, oh, man, I mean, I was taking photos at the time she started, and then I switched over to the video, so I missed the first part of what she was saying, which was, I mean, it was just, I was in tears just taking photos, listening to her. And then all the other people, I mean, wow, yeah, what can I say? It was, I know it brought tears to Mel and Amy because it was just so emotional, you know, watching those people and listening to them. And after Cassie, basically, I just kept videoing, so I got most of that on tape. And
well, you know, Terry, you know, one of the things that you know, when we did that, you know, Amy loves those kind of things where she's done, where you have the testimonies from the field of what the product and the company has been doing in each individual's life. And when they called all those people up, I can't imagine. I don't remember how many team player awards it was. Yeah, it's probably a little bit more than that. There was a bunch of them up there, you know. And I remember when we were standing up there, and Amy said, well, I want you guys who are getting the team players award, I want you guys to come up and just take about 3 minutes. And in my mind, I'm calculating time. I'm like, you know, 25 people times 3 minutes. I'm like, woo, that's a lot of time. You know, some people are going to go over, you know, so I'm like, yeah. But we start doing the testimonies, and you're so right, you know. You look over there at Mel and Amy, and they're getting really emotional about what they're seeing and what they're hearing. And I remember Pastor Denise, you know, halfway through it. I mean, we were already an hour into the testimonies, and Pastor Denise turns and says, "Well, Amy, you know, do you want to, shut it down, or you know?" And she thought, "Oh, no, this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. The testimonies is what it's all about." And I could tell you, boy, you know, from, you know, after hearing so many people later on that evening, that was one of the biggest portions of the day that people commented on. You know, they really, really loved, you know, hearing those stories about people and what these stories that changed these people's lives from the health standpoint and from a financial standpoint. It was about that. I mean, it was those stories that resonated with people. And so, you know, you captured the moment, man. That was the moment that there was a shift. You know, you could sense a shift in the room when you start hearing real stories about what this company has done.
I'm getting chills now just listening to you recapping it. I mean, you have to be asleep not to feel the energy and the pain from these people, you know, that are talking about the pain that they had and not able to do anything and get around and it was a constant pain and all they did was spray a little vitamins into their body through our sprays, and now they're out walking around, jumping, dancing, attending a long flight to get to an event and are there. I mean, you have to be dead not to be moved by that. And I don't know if you're going to get that same feeling from the videos, but being there was just priceless. You know, you just had to be there to really benefit from everything because you get to hear it, see it, feel it, touch it. I mean, you're around other exciting people. If you're a sleepy person, you're going to wake up, you know. I mean, it's just, I don't know how else to say. You know, it sounds like we're pushing something, and I guess we are because we're all excited. I mean, that Tanera that got up and was doing all the hosting, she's so full of energy. I thought she was about 20 years old, you know, and then she started telling her resume as a teacher and been teaching for a while. I mean, wow. And we, a couple of us went over to the Cadillac Ranch for dinner because the room was crowded, you know, that evening after the event. And I was hungry and wasn't getting, quick service or whatever. So we went across the street and ended up having to wait about 20 minutes, 40 minutes to the Cadillac Ranch or whatever it's called, and had dinner over there. And we're sitting there having dinner, and these three ladies in a table next to us are celebrating a birthday. So, you know, we're talking to them. Chris is sitting closest to them, and he's talking to them, and he starts talking about the sprays. And you know what? They go, oh, yeah, we heard about that. Some lady was talking to us. Oh, yeah, Tanera. You know, I go, oh, man. This is what it's going to be like in the future is you're going to be talking to somebody. Oh, yeah, I already heard about that. You know, I'm already in, you know. And that could be your neighbor or your brother. You know?
that is so true because, you know, the hotel was pretty packed with all different other kind of things going on. I remember when Mel and Amy walked out with Pastor Denise and them, I stayed back to help shut down things. Mm-hmm. But they went out and they were looking at Maureen's car and looking at Pastor Denise's car, and there were some ladies out there, and they were looking at the cars, and they're like, wow, these are nice cars, because the cars were sitting out there, and they had ribbons on them, and so my son Derek, he was out, and he saw these ladies observing the car, and he said, hey, guys, he said, y'all like those cars? And they said, yeah, these are nice. And he said, our company just gave these cars away. These people are driving these cars for free. And they're like, what? What kind of company is that? And he said, I can tell you all about it, kid. Here's my business card. And she said, and they were in there for some other event. And they said, well, can you come back later tonight? We got about 9 to 10 people. Could you come back and do a presentation later tonight this evening? I mean, that's the kind of excitement that was in the air there, is that, every little thing like this adds to the overall success of the meeting and the overall branding and exposure that the business and the company has. And, I was talking to Mr. T, and we've been calculating, I've been on blitz calls every since Saturday. I mean, I've been doing calls every since Saturday. People call in, they got 7, 8 people on the call, got 3, 4 people on the call, and I just been, bam, 10-minute blitz calls, pop, laying out things. And we calculated since Saturday, man, almost 31 people that's joined the business. And you're like, goodness gracious, and it was just rocking and rolling out here. And people are really pumped. And that's why we always said coming into this event was, big things happen at big events, okay? And if you want to jumpstart your business, you got to get to the big events. And so when you start seeing all of these new people joining the business as a result, people coming out to the business getting excited about what Nell and some of the other leaders have shared, and they're going out talking to people, they're getting people scheduled for calls, and this is what we mean about the momentum that comes out of these kind of meetings. But let me bring in Pastor D. I'm sure she has some input as well, Terry, before we get wrapped up. Pastor D, why don't you join us?
I was listening at Terry when Terry first came on, and Terry's like, welcome to your future. Now, you know what? Terry has never been that loud in his life. So you know how quiet he used to be. But see what happens when you start hanging around people that's enthusiastic, it's contagious. It rubs off on you. That's why the teaching method is so important. And I'm telling you, Terry and Pastor Dale, the phones have been nonstop. We can't get off the phone. And I've gone through my list again. I'm going after my 4. I've got aces like Dr. Vincent said, he has aces, he has a royal flush, but I'm going after more aces. And I've gone through my list that I've gone through before, and guess what? People that said no, then are saying yes. Okay, I'm going to be there Thursday. Why? Because they hear the passion, they hear the excitement that's in my voice. And where did that excitement come from? It came from that big event on Saturday. My goodness, anybody that was in the house, if you was there, if you think about that, if you think about Dale and those cards, if you think about Sherry Reed's story, being in a dress for the first time in 20 years. Come on. We were all in tears. Sherry Reed gets on the stage, and here this young lady is in a dress for the first time in 20 years. She curls her hair for the first time in 20 years. She has on high heels, I think, for the first time in life. And then she talked about how her, different members of her family were delivered from different types of addicts. And, had different types of addictions, and how they were all delivered from it because of the praise. And so this is where we are. And it's like Terry said, you better get out there, you better start talking fast, because why? Somebody's out there talking, and they may get to them before you get to them. But the beautiful thing about it, we are all on the same team. It's like Pastor Dale said, his topic at the event was brand ambassadors. We are ambassadors of 10. We are building a brand that is going to be known throughout the nation. We are in a position of favor. I cannot stop saying that. And I am excited about where we are. And I'm telling you, everyone that was there Saturday, get on the phone, start calling your people. They're going to hear that level of belief in your voice that has gone up. That's another thing the big events do. They boost your level of belief. You begin to see. I remember Eric Gale said, all my questions were answered. He said, that's all I needed. All my questions were answered, and they have been non-stop since Saturday. They left Saturday, went to a team meeting. They got a TTP every day since Saturday, non-stop. That's what's happening. Okay, Pastor Phil, back to you, because I'm excited. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I'm too excited. I don't know what to say. I'm just excited. I can't get over this. so much. So much.
Well, that's what's happening all around. I know Mr. T is working over and above what he had been doing before with meetings and calls and things that he's doing. You're doing it. I'm doing it. You got our teams out there. You got people out there. You got, Linda. I was on a call with Linda last night. Her and her team. She pulled her whole family together from South Carolina, North Carolina, all over the area, Maryland. Put them on a call with me. We did a blitz call, 10-minute blitz call, overview call, and then go back to follow up on these people. And they're like, okay, I got it. Give me the information. Let's do it. This is what's happening. This is what the synergy and the energy you get when you come from a meeting like this. People start saying, wow. Think about it, Pastor D. You and I have been in this business, and you and I have known Mel and Amy for over 4 years.
Yeah.
And we've never heard the presentation that he gave this Saturday.
No.
We never heard about, what it takes to be a multimillionaire in Team Effort Network or Team Effort International. My video, sorry, it's all the same conversation plan. He said, this is what it is. He said, you got to have 4 aces. You got to have 4 people that are aces that's going, if you want to be a multi-millionaire in this company. He said, you got to find your 4. He said, sometimes you can find your 4 before you get through the deck of the cards. Or sometimes you got to go through the whole deck to get your 4. But is it worth going through 52 people to get the 4 people you need to become a multi-millionaire in this company? Now the question is, how fast do you want to get through that deck of cards? Do you want to get through that deck of cards? Do you want to go through 52 people over the next 3 years? Or do you want to go through the 52 people over the next 30 days? Because the quicker you get to your aces, the quicker you can get to building your business and you can maximize the compensation plan. Man, you get me excited. I'm not even the guest speaker today. Terry, come on in and close this thing out, man.
Well, I tell you, you talk about excitement. Mel said he's got 5 more products in the works right now, and they're not going to release them until they're right and exactly the way they need to be. Can you imagine how it's going to be when we have 10 sprays that are exactly like what we have right now? Each one of them individually could make you a lot of money, but each one individually could change your health. I mean, oh my gosh, there's no stopping us now. I mean, man, I feel so great and truly blessed to be a part of your team, and honored to be in the 10 family and with Mel and Amy. I mean, it's just it's awesome, And again, when there's a chance to get to these events, you need to pull out all the stops and do whatever you can do to get there, because you're going to meet people, you're going to experience people and energy that if you didn't have it before, once you leave, you're going to be energized. I mean, it's just that way. If you go with an open mind and you're there to have fun and learn, and boy, did we have fun in D.C. I didn't even understand what was going on with the Chicago thing. I just thought people were delayed a little bit, but I'm so happy that I flew into Atlanta and didn't have to go through Chicago, because look what I would have missed,
Yeah.
And I don't know where all those people from Chicago would have been put, because the place was packed. There was no room.
Well, Terry, we had to keep bringing in chairs. We had to keep bringing in chairs, And I kept on talking. I kept on saying to Kevin Vaughn, excuse me, I was looking in the mirror, and from where I was sitting, I could see in the mirror what they were doing in the back of the room. And I kept on seeing these guys bringing in rows of chairs and rows of chairs and rows of chairs. And I mean, I tell you, man, it was, we had, goodness gracious, the place was packed. We couldn't get any more chairs in there because of the way people were coming in that place, man, and to keep it so we can keep the lanes open for the fire hazards. Well,
the first part was for guests, right? To do the presentation. And that started filling in, some of the regular people are coming in, and I'm going, where is everybody? And they go, oh, they're probably waiting until after. I go, what? They should be here now, for the guests and everything. And before I knew it, man, that room was packed. And all the chairs in the back, like you're saying, and these are guests, most of them, right?
Yes, so it's a good thing the rep didn't come. It's a good thing the rep didn't come until later, because we would not have had room for the guests.
Yeah, and then afterwards, when they cleared all that out and everybody came back in, it was even more packed. So
yes, it was.
You guys did a fantastic job there, and I'm just glad that I made it there and wouldn't have missed it for anything. And looking forward to our February anniversary. That is going to be off the wall.
That's going to be big, and you guys got plenty of time to plan right now. You have plenty of time to plan. I believe it's going to be in the third week of February. I believe Mel said the third weekend of February 2015. So you got, 4.5 months now to start planning for that event. Start getting your teams together. Make a commitment that you're bringing you and your teams are coming. But better than that, I did this with my group. Yesterday we were meeting. And I got my leaders together, and I said, hey, listen, I need to know what in the February 1-year anniversary, I need to know where you're going to be. You're going to be LCQ qualified, DCQ qualified. I need to know where you're going to be, and I need to know what do you need to get there. And we're going to come up with a plan of what it's going to take to make sure that you're able to get there. And I'm telling you, man, these guys are putting down things. They're like, this is what we're doing. This is what we want to be. Put it together right now. Put it in writing. If it's not in writing, it's not a real goal. Okay? Put it in writing and post it where you can see it every day. What you want to do. I had one of the guys say to me, they said, you know what? Man, he said, that team player award, man, he said, it touched me so much. That touched me so much to see those people tell their story. They said, I'm getting me a team player award next time. We got to make sure I'm getting me a team player award. Those kind of things really motivate people. They motivate people to be better and to do better and to build their business next time. So, man, I tell you, we got Maureen. And Maureen is an executive founding member, and she told me the other day, she said, I don't care what. She said, every time they call a category, they're going to be calling my name. I'm going to go across that stage and get something. So, listen, let me tell you, she'll do it. She'll do it. She'll get it done. I don't care what the qualification is, she's going to get it done. So you have to put it down in writing. This is what I want. This is what we're going to do. This is how many people we're taking with me. And that's one of the things I said. Well, how many executives are you taking with you? How many executives are going to be on your team by then? So you got to really focus right now, because we're coming into momentum from this weekend, and you want to make sure that you start putting your goals down. You put your team goals down. You get with 4 or 5 of your leaders, and you guys hammer out what it's going to take, how many people they're going to need, where they're short, and get it done, guys. Let me tell you, this is going to be an exciting event there in Las Vegas, a 1-year celebration, and you want to be up there on that stage, you and your team, collecting whatever reward that you can collect that they're giving out. So I'm telling you, we're pumped. Now, of course, that's February. That's 4.5 months. But Pastor D, you and I will be in North Carolina on October 18th. So, guys, Greensboro, North Carolina, October 18th. That's point people to that event. It's going to be big. We're going there. Cheryl Church and Pat Head are hosting that thing, and Melissa Honeybee and the team there. We're going to be there to be really just pump up that team, get that region going again. And I'm telling you, these guys were pumped. They were excited. They brought a lot of people from North Carolina up to this meeting. So listen, so you can imagine the excitement that's going to be there on October 18th. Because their team was here. They heard Mel. They heard the trainers. They heard the leaders. They heard everything this weekend, and they've gone back home. And let me tell you, if they're doing like everybody else, man, they're burning up. They're burning it up out there to get more people there for October 18th. So October 18th is going to be a big event right there, Super Saturday in Greensboro, North Carolina. So make sure you get your people there, point your people there. If you're in driving distance, make sure you get there. Pastor D, why don't you go ahead and wrap it up? I don't know who's doing the quote of the day, but I'll hand it to you.
Let's try to wrap it up. Let's try to. I know it's so hard. But let's not forget the October Jumpstart Call tonight, 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time with CEO Mel Gill. Tonight. Write it down. And also do what Pastor Joe just said. Write down where you want to be for our 1-year anniversary. What you want to walk across the stage and receive. You want to walk across the stage and get a Team Players Award. You want to walk across the stage and get a $1,000 reward. Write it down. Write it down right now. Just write it down. You don't know how it's going to happen, but your first step of making it happen is to write it down, take a confess it, and then just wait for it to come to pass. And also, don't forget what the promotion is for right now. The promotion that started September the 27th. You get 2 diamond business partners, place one on your left and place one on your right. Help them to go executive. Help them to go executive before October 31st, and you will win the $1,000 cash reward for our 1-year anniversary. And also, you will be able to earn the title of being an executive founding member. Whew. Now, let's go to the UK and bring in Anita Poole with our quote for today. Anita, are you there?
I am here. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, Anita, we can hear you.
Whoa, what a call. What an amazing call. And, Dr. Vincent and Terry and, just everyone on the calls, what fantastic examples. In fact, I heard Dr. Vincent's call. He stepped in for Mr. T last night. And, here's a man who's building a phenomenal team, who's a chiropractor, who's got a medical background, and he's so humble, and he says on the call, I've been in the background working hard, and I've been learning off everybody else. Here's a man with such experience who's getting the job done, and he's plugging in and learning. So what I'm saying here, folks, is there's no excuse for us or anyone not to plug in. Plug into these calls, plug into the calendar, plug into the event. And, Terry and everyone on the call has made it clear exactly how important these events are. So, a great affirmation actually is my aim in life is to learn what I can from my experiences, to act on that learning, and by my example, to share what I have learned with others. And that's exactly what Mel and Amy and all the leaders do at these events. They share all that they know completely willingly, so enthusiastically, and it does absolutely move us to tears. Dr. Vincent said on the call yesterday, he is moved to tears when he hears the testimonials. Terry said today, he's moved to tears when he attends the event and he hears the testimonials. And that's the importance of getting our guests onto the calls, getting our representatives onto the calls, and moving them literally to tears, because that's what these products do. Henry Thoreau said, a single gentle rain makes the grass many shades greener. So our prospects brighten on the influx of our better thoughts. And it's all about belief. Even in the Bible, in Proverbs, it actually says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. If thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth. So, folks, as David Thoreau said, go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you've imagined. As you simplify your life, the laws of the universe will be simpler and open to you. Keep it simple, keep it natural with the TEN sprays, and go get the life you want. Back to you, Denise.
I love it. Go get the life you want. That's what we're pushing here so much earlier. What are we pushing here? Terry said, what are we pushing? We're pushing that lifestyle that Mel and Amy Gill spoke about. We're pushing that lifestyle that people want to live, the lifestyle of financial freedom, of friends, of family. That's what we're pushing. Family, thank you for being here with us today. It's been another great call. Terry Whitener, you are a team player indeed. Thank you so very much. And thank you for all the recordings. You recorded the entire event. So look for those uploads of the videos, family. They're being updated on Tenacious Facebook page. And he's going to put the rest of them up throughout the week. So thank you, Terry. Family, be on the call tonight. Don't want to miss it. I'm telling you, don't want to miss it. 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mr. Mel Gill and Amy Gill tonight. Be there. And know this, family, you are loved and you are greatly appreciated. Have a blessed day on purpose. Mwah.